Alrighty. Good morning? Evening? Morning? 3 a.m. I don't know. What is this time? Good stream. Welcome, everybody. How we all doing today? Welcome, everybody that got rated in by half. You have been now subjected to Dragon Quest III. I hope you enjoy. And, welcome back, anybody that was here earlier when we were doing the Super Robot Wars stream. Yeah. Oh, snap, Zelda! That's no good. I assume you missed the Super Robot Wars stream. That wasn't, like, short. That ran for, like, 4 hours, so... It wasn't like a quick snipe stream or anything. Alright, Dragon Quest. Right. We have acquired 4 of the 6 orbs that we need. One of the orbs will come from the events of this town, which just needs to, like, progress. I don't remember what exactly, triggers that events to progress. There's another orb down in here somewhere, which we need to take the teleportal shrine down into, to access. But first, we're going to take the boat and head into all the little, inland, lakes and rivers in here and, have a look around. We're still in exploration mode. So much exploring to do. I mean, Dragon Quest has generally been pretty orb-related. Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 all have a bunch of plot-related orbs. Parties are Yusha, Monk, Sage, and Priest. We have a merchant that's doing the quest line for the village. We also have a thief and a monster tamer that are, you know, basically just warming the bench. It's unfortunate. Wiki started out as a mage and then went to Sage, and unfortunately lost the big hat. Mage has a very nice big hat. Yeah, how's everybody doing today? Everybody's feeling good. Welcome back, off. This is just saying we're about to head into the rivers in here and see where this all leads. Oh, that's right. We didn't climb that tower either. That's an option. Ah, migraine is... yeah. Do you have painkillers? Because that's... migraine sucks. Yeah, fair enough. I tend to hold off on painkillers as best I can, but basically the exception to that rule for me is headaches. I just can't. Once a headache sets in, I just sort of stop functioning, so that's when I'll use the painkillers. Which is funny, with the medical issues I've been having, there's meant to be pain, but I really haven't felt any, which has sort of confused the doctors. And, like, I'm not being, like, odd about it. I straight up just haven't really felt any pain. There's something we need to pay attention to with the metals. The boomerang isn't supposed to hit them, but I'm sure I've seen the boomerang crit the metals. Unfortunately, testing that theory is, purely up to RNG, so just need to land a crit. Yeah, that wasn't a boomerang crit, that doesn't count. That was one of the other characters. It is. Spending like 4 hours playing SLW Alpha and then coming to this is like, goddamn. SLW Alpha is there's a lot going on that I like there, but it's a very poorly optimized game. It has like load times out the wazoo. This basically does not have load times. Hey, Yankee, welcome back. We are now on to Dragon Quest instead of Super Robot Wars. Another one of my, big passions. I realized the text box is pretty static in Dragon Quest games. And Dragon Quest text is very simple. I've been given a power I should not have. Hey, Ravage, how's it going? I will say, off the get-go here, probably not gonna go for a full 6 hours, because I already did 4 hours of SLW earlier. Well, I will try to get at least, like, 4 hours in, to see how my energy levels hold up. Oh, yuck. Man, everybody getting sick this month. Bad month. So with DQ11, the Switch version is the definitive version, which has more content. But the definitive version is available elsewhere as well. It was, I think it was originally exclusive, and then it got released elsewhere. The releases for DQ11 are a little confusing. As for the orchestra, that DQ11's always had the full orchestral. This one, Dragon Quest III here, the HD edition of it, has the full orchestral soundtrack, which is the first time DQ3's had full orchestral. The DQ's... The re-releases, the remakes, tend to get the full orchestral soundtrack. That's usually how it goes. DQ11, I think... Did DQ11... Did it have a switch? Like an... Not switch in console, but like an option. To switch between the OG music and the orchestral? That might have been what was happening there. What the heck was that last item? I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Maybe the original PS4 release of DQ11 didn't have orchestral? I don't remember. I do own the original PS4 Japanese release of DQ11, but it's been... Like, I played that version when it first came out, and have subsequently played the updated versions, so my memory's fuzzy, sorry. But I would strictly recommend the definitive version anyway. There's no reason not to get it. It has more content. Not properly half. Then yeah, because of the definitive edition. That I need to play it through fully on the definitive edition. The reason I say not properly is we sort of neared it, as it were. We got the credit roll, but the game does not finish there, and it's not just like post-game content. It's like the story's not over. It's a big one. It's not rough in that it's not unfun to do. It's just huge. DQ11 is the second biggest Dragon Quest game. It's actually kind of massive. DQ7 being the biggest, but DQ7 is a really odd outlier. DQ7 is longer than most video games. The original DQ7, not the 3DS remake. The original DQ7 will set you back a couple of 100 hours. It is colossal. The script for that game was so big, it was enshrined at the Enix HQ. I don't remember, sorry. I don't remember having any issues with DQ11, but also I'm, like, pretty knowledgeable about DQ, so wouldn't expect to have issues. I don't mean that in, like, a I'm God gamer or anything like that, just I know DQ's internal mechanics pretty good. Past DQ stuff, that's the, You can't really get stuck in that, right? I don't remember. Because you needed items from outside to progress in there. It's, yeah, well, that's a problem, like, a definitive... It's a few years back for me as well. My memory's definitely fuzzy on that. Another fucking prayer ring? Are you kidding me? Yeah, again, Kit. So many prayer rings, it's ridiculous. This game gives you MP restoratives like candy. Ugh. I think we came over there. It doesn't look traversable, but I think it is. Yeah, I don't remember all the details about DQ11, sorry. I got a decent memory of bits and pieces, because, like, I've played multiple versions of the game, but the problem is all them different versions start to blur together, and it's like, what did what, and, 11's really good. 11 might be one of the best. Like, 11 is effectively a love letter to the franchise as a whole, but also maintains its own uniqueness. sort of the perfect like sequel kind of thing. Ugh. It knows what it is, it knows where it comes from, and it's properly respectful of its history while also being its own thing. Yeah, the game is very pretty. Great music. Good, solid cast of characters. I don't think it tops Super Famicom Dragon Quest III for me, but to me that's the peak of the franchise, so. But like Dragon Quest III HD here doesn't top the Super Famicom version of Dragon Quest III for me. So on the base game, we got pretty deep into the post credits content. On the definitive edition, I don't think we got to the initial credit roll. Definitive edition adding like a bunch of extra content. You get a bunch of like small sub scenarios in the sort of like time skip, which sort of fills out what each character was doing. I quite like that. I think that is where the Keep on Smiling comes from, isn't it, Huff? Was Sylvia's sub-scenario? As he wanders around the world dancing for everybody. I don't quite understand the logic, but is it like very popular on Twitter or something? Oh, fair enough. It was a mainstay on your stream for years. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's kind of hard to say because DQ3 does a thing. 10%. No, we're like reasonably far into the Baramos quest, I think would be the best way to put it. The main quest of this game being defeat Mao Baramos. On that score, we need 2 more orbs to get access to the bird. And then we need... I can't remember specifically what we need the bird for. The bird will get us access to a lot of extra areas. And then we need the mountain cleaving sword so that we can split the volcano and get into where Baramos is at. Mid-game is probably not an inappropriate estimate, thinking about it. Actually, the game has the PS5 like progress tracker. So what does the PS5 think? Oh, okay, there we go. The PS5 thinks we're 61% towards Baramos and 30% in total. I don't know how accurate that is. I don't know what it uses as flags. It's just like tracking some of that's going to be difficult at this point because once you get the boat, the game kind of goes open world. You can sort of go and do all sorts of things. So I don't know what flags it'd specifically be looking for to like update that percentage counter. Like it might get a big spike in percentage once we get the bird, for example. 100% Monster Arena. I mean, like, I'll probably try it 100% the Monster Arena. It depends on how stupid it gets. Yeah, I don't know how familiar you are with how I approach JRPGs, Yankee, but I tend to play like a bear playthrough tends to be a bit longer than the average playthrough because I talk to all the NPCs and I don't do every side quest, but we do every non-obnoxious side quest. And a fair few of the obnoxious ones as well. Usually the side content we don't end up doing is the, like post-game super bosses that require hundreds of hours of grinding. And even then, we sometimes do post-game super bosses. Oh, don't know what. The problem is like what main story flags it uses, as I said, because of the open world nature of the beast. Once you've got the boat, it's very hard to say exactly how much of the main story you've done. Sorry, I may be a little bit brain foggy again. I spent a lot of today getting the Super Robot Wars stuff working. Once again, I'm very glad we picked up the undead killing swords for the mages. I don't know why they're allowed to equip them, but it does mean that their basic melee attacks are actually doing worthwhile damage. Yeah, alright, I think that's pretty much all of in here explored. It's mostly just treasures. Well, that's I've got him equipped with a boomerang, and we are at a difficult juncture, where we do have single target weapons that are getting to the point of being fairly substantially better than the boomerang, so it's a toss-up of do we keep using the boomerang? Well, I mean, the sprite model for it is definitely a sword, but, check in with a Metal King. We got 45. I don't remember what the next breakpoint is. The next breakpoint might have been 50. I think it was... The prizes stopped coming in as hard and fast. Yeah, okay, 50 for the Dragon Tail, but... There's a lot of nice little touches. Yeah. This game's pretty good for that kind of stuff. Small bits of attention to detail that really help bring something to life. Yep. morning, day, evening, and night. And that does affect a whole bunch of things. Not sure. Less than 10 minutes for a full day cycle. I haven't actually sat down and timed it, though. But we have, the memes. We are the kids. We have the TikTok, which allows us to change from day to night or night to day. It doesn't allow us to change from... It doesn't allow us to set dawn or dusk, but inns allow you to set dawn or dusk. Actually, I might, while we're in the vicinity... Yep, day-night cycle is in the original. It's, as I said, it's pretty... Like, it's not just a tacked-on feature, it's pretty integral to a bunch of things. What NPCs you can talk to, and NPC positioning changes between day and night. And that affects, like, where you're able to go and what you're able to do. A bunch of stuff in certain towns is only available at night. Certain NPCs will, like, go to bed at night, which means they're out of the way, and, yeah, no, the original, like, Famicom release of Dragon Quest III had day-night cycle. Though, if my memory's correct, which it might not be, the timer for that was based on tiles walked rather than like actual clock. Whereas now it's clock. The time progresses regardless of whether you're moving or not. Yeah, see, we're going to dusk. The dusk and dawn, I think, doesn't really do much on the NPCs, because I think it still just counts as, like, daytime. It's only the day and night that NPCs matter for. The friendly monsters that they've added in this version of the game, that, I think that's the only thing that's really affected by dusk and dawn. I can't remember if there was any doors in this village that needed the final key, now that we have it. But yeah, the Dragon Quest games were, I guess still are, were an absolutely huge deal as far as, like, JRPGs go, and there's a lot of, yeah, like, surprisingly advanced stuff, each game sort of massively improving over the last, adding new features and cool shit. It is a great series. I highly recommend pretty much all of it. No, okay, it doesn't look like there's really much we need to do out here. We've already talked to, like, all the NPCs that live here, picked up the clues and whatnot. Bad? Subjective. DQ7, the original PlayStation version, isn't as well liked. But I really like it. Oh, spin-offs, yeah, there's some of the spin-offs are a bit tacky. That said, I've actually heard good things about the sword one for the Wii that was just like a motion control game. But like a lot of DQ spin-offs are actually really strong as well. It's like the Monsters games are much beloved. Yes, 2. Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2. Both very good. One was pretty good and 2 was very good. And, that's creepy. This place was empty before. That's very creepy. There's also the Slime no Mori Mori games, the Rocket Slime games. Those are very good. Not at all. Happy to talk Dragon Quest. It's just like I'm as I said, I'm a little bit brain foggy because I've been like sort of going at all sorts of things today, so my brain's a bit all over the place, and I haven't had a sleep, so brain hasn't like had a chance to rearrange itself. But yeah, like as for mainline Dragon Quest, none of them are bad. Pick any mainline Dragon Quest and you'll have a good time. If you pick 7, maybe play the 3DS port of 7. Yeah, that's a fair point. I really hate the localization of the Dragon Quest games. That's a fair point. But I enjoy Dragon Quest so much that I can look over it. Yeah, streaming does take more focus. You end up like your brain's split across multiple tasks. I'd like to think I'm pretty alright about that these days. At least like if I'm playing something like Dragon Quest or Super Robot Wars, I can usually multitask pretty well. It's when I'm doing things like Devil May Cry or Bayonetta or that sort of a like high intensity action game. Then splitting the focus gets much harder. The other thing is, like, I've been, like, actually physically unwell recently, so I'm still in recovery mode. As much as I push myself, I'm still, yeah, not, like, actually fully recovered. I do need to keep that in mind. I don't know if I'd count as a pretty good streamer, because a lot of that comes down to, like, how well you entertain the audience, and, like, from a, like, audience entertainment streamer standpoint, I don't think I'm much chop, but at least when it comes to things where I've got, like, a specialty subject knowledge, like, you know, Dragon Quest, Super Robot Wars, Metal Gear, I can natter on for a fair bit. There's a huge speedrunning community for DQ games. Absolutely massive. There's like full randomizers and randomizer races. I think Questing for Glory 8 just happened recently, and there was a whole bunch of DQ runs in that. I think there was DQ 1, 2, and 3 on the Famicom. The Game Boy Color version of DQ3 is very good. The Super Famicom version is what I would preference. If you're just like, if you could just pick any version of DQ3 to play, the Super Famicom version would be what I would recommend. Even now with the HD edition, I would still recommend the Super Famicom version. But I'd probably have to put a big old asterisk above that. Most regular folk are probably going to prefer the HD edition. But yeah, there's DQ1. There's a speedrunning randomizer scene for it that's pretty dang competitive and pretty big. And yeah, there's plenty of, like, regular DQ speedruns. Play the SFC version legally? Yeah, sure. First time I played through the SFC version was physical card on a Super Famicom. I own the SFC version of Dragon Quest III. Complete inbox and everything. It's one of my all-time favorite video games. Of course I would own it. Really? That's a good little console. I've got mine sitting right in front of me. Oh god, yeah, that you're not wrong about that. Genkumon. That is a thing. That's generally, like, categories for non-insane people exist. But, yeah, true 80% runs do that kind of stuff. I don't really see that at all, Ravage. There's really not any similarity. Actually, I've got multiple Super Famicoms now to think about. I got another one sitting in the lounge room. Are you thinking of the Famicom? Super Famicom's just regular controller port controllers. Well, there is a physical difference between the Famicom, the NES, the Super Famicom, and the Super Nintendo. Different like physical layouts of the units. Controllers are slightly different. And then, like, yeah. Depending on how you pedantic you want to be about that. But like, specifically, I own two Super Famicoms, as in, they say on the console Super Famicom. They are Japanese Super Nintendos, which are Super Famicoms. I even have like a step-down converter specifically to run them, because they won't run on Australian power. Yeah, well, PAL Super Nintendos have the issue of, like, PAL. They run at 50 instead of 60. Never had an Atari. This stack kind of sucks, actually. So, this is gonna sound odd. I know there was an Atari, like, at some point in my family home, because I'd seen photos that were taken inside my family home with it in the background. But whatever happened to it, I have no idea. Yeah, we kind of got fucked up. Real bad luck here. Just a string of bad luck. It's a 50% chance. I have to cast it like 6 times. For what it's worth, we are playing on the hard difficulty, so... The enemies should be kicking our ass. The turtle pack in particular wrecked us, because I wasn't taking them seriously when I really should. They have such high defense, you can't just attack through them, you need to kill them with spells, but I was just attacking into them. We've picked up a crap ton of seeds that I just haven't put to use yet. Oh, I just assumed you were going for a Neptunia reference there. That's, yeah, like... I don't have any particular desire to play Atari games. There's a... The Famicom is about where I draw the line, and even that's a bit... There's a point where the games are so basic. I can appreciate them from a technical standpoint. What they are, what they represent, especially on the exceedingly limited hardware that they're on. Yeah, but they get complex, but in a way that's, like, unintuitive to interact with, because you have, like, what, 8 directional inputs and a button. That's why you end up with a lot of games where you had to, like, hold down a directional input and push the button to do weird actions that you wouldn't think. Like, it's very unintuitive controller setups to get around the system limitations, which again, from a like mechanical and developmental standpoint, I can really appreciate that kind of stuff. But as for something like I actually want to sit down and have fun with, that gets a bit different. Oh, hello. Mirror of Ra, cave to the southeast. I mean, Mario Brothers 3 is pretty hard game. Especially, like, towards the end. Like, there's not a... It's like, oh, it's a Mario game. Back then, the Mario games were pretty fucking challenging, actually. I mean, yeah, that's true for me as well. I own tons of games I own that I've not even started, let alone finished. Like, I've just got a never-ending list of things I want to stream, and we just made matters worse today with the OCR tools. That sounds handy. Do I want to invest in a couple of suits of magician armor? It's literally 2 points of defense. We've got the money, but it is like a lot to just piss away. Oh yeah, it's been absolutely massive, like, for mega long games, that's for sure. And yeah, like, I got the exact same issue. Here I am trying to keep up with, like, recent released big games, and now I want to play, like... I've got ways to now play crap tons of older games that I've always wanted to get to. Like, I don't want to make things easy on myself. Yep, I feel that. Yeah, if only I could not sleep. Huh. Must have missed that. Interesting. Oh, yeah, I need to get the Factorio and the space expansion. Oh, there's so much. Oh. So much crap in the inventory that I needed to clear out, though. Holy shit. Heh. Okay, so we're gonna have to mirror of Ra the king. Excuse me. Just Robin Graves, don't mind me. I don't recall off the top of my head, but that does certainly sound like the kind of thing Dragon Quest would do. DQ11 was great. I really don't know what to expect from DQ12. They've said it. They intend to make it like action oriented, which is like, no. Now you're just becoming like everything else. Maintain your DQ legacy. That said, we haven't heard shit about DQ12 in a while, so maybe something did happen and they had to rethink what they were doing. DQ10 is a bit of an odd one. DQ10 was a Japanese exclusive MMO, so I haven't actually played DQ10. There is a fan patch coming along for the offline version of it. Well, we might as well see if we can progress in the monster arena, see what happens. That would probably be a bit too complicated. I don't know how that would work. Text box is probably all over the place. Ugh. Super Robot Wars works because you can generally, like, the text boxes are generally static. You can work within the system pretty easily. As we saw towards the end of the stream, I was able to switch to, like, other PS1 era SRWs and just go. It was good. Comp box will need some work, but I think that's something I'd be interested in setting up anyway. Frog is a bit low on health. The double act of the mimic is nasty. Is there more girls each rank? Two prayer rings! Oh, core upgrade. That would be very nice. At least I didn't die coughing this time. Metaru. Ah! The multi-hit for multi-fist just insta-wipes Metaru. Oh god. What is this, like, freaking heal pile? Yeah, this is what this is going to turn into. That wasn't too bad. I was worried that was really going to draw out. It's not over yet. We are here to fight some random housewife. This skeleton's kind of spooky, though. Skeleton is indeed kind of spooky. Oh good, they killed the skeleton. That should have been said with more enthusiasm. Legitimately good, they killed the skeleton. Is it gonna be like 4 bunny girls and 2 dancing girls? Aha! I got you, game. I know what's up. Alright. The, fire claws weren't the final claws. Yeah, saving's not a bad idea. If we lose, it's just a little bit of money lost. It's not the end of the world. But, saving, just in general, is a good idea, always. Alright, we'll try rank 7. I don't know what our odds of victory are. I don't know why he initially starts out on like a heal setting when he doesn't have a heal. We may have met our match at this point. We will see. Well, not a good start. Well, a great start for us, not a good example. That's a boss monster. You're cheating. I'm worried the next guy's gonna have, like, multi-troll or something. A child. The problem is his name Satoshi or Ash? That's a scary stack. Yep, that's a problem. Because if they get, like, if they snipe out the heals, we're just done. Yeah, I think that's probably clearable. It just needs a bit of luck. I might put metal in place of frog. I want to see how the metal functions. Because if it works like a regular metal slime, it only takes ones from single target abilities. Yeah, defense 999. That could actually be very useful against the troll and the others, because it'll be taking ones. Yeah, basically, we use Metal Slime as a tank. Well, we'll see how it plays out mechanically. The plan is to basically use Metal Slime as a tank.